Thank you. Madam Speaker, I rise today to address the politicization of what's happening at our southern border against the American people. Several years ago, before politics was even a factor or thought for me, I got involved as a counter-trafficking activist. During that time, I had the honor and privilege of working next to some very brave people that were working to expose what was happening with the whole immigration debate. But one of the more alarming things that I found is the more that I addressed this issue, the more that I got involved to really shed light on it to the American people, the more that I was called a coconut, the more that the color of my skin became a topic of discussion, the more that the left sought to, if anything, underestimate and undermine my capability to address this topic because of the fact that I'm a conservative. Yes, I'm Hispanic. Yes, I'm a veteran. Yes, I grew up and I saw things that a lot of people probably in this very body haven't had to experience. But what I'm standing here today to say is that what I've realized over that journey, what I've realized over the last couple of years, is that I thought that in politics, some people would be here to do the right things, and I've found that it's actually the exact opposite. That I found that within this body, people will lie to the American people about what's happening at our southern border, not because they want to help people, not because they actually care about these issues, but because they simply seek power. And I think that we're seeing that today. You know, only several years ago, you could see some members of the Democrat Party, some people like Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, say, don't come here, you'll get hurt in the process. And yet the media seems to forget about that. They say now that if you're a Republican, if you embrace border security, if you want to stand up for people that are being trafficked, that you're a racist, that you're xenophobic, and they seek to label us. But it's simply not true. I've been down to the border 3 times, and I can tell you that on my last experience down there, I went down there with a member of the Border Patrol Union. His name was Art Del Cueto, and we went down to a portion of the border that was completely open. It was on an Indian reservation, and what I saw and I heard down there was alarming. It was alarming for several reasons, one mainly being that the media wasn't discussing it, but also, too, one of the most horrifying stories I heard was actually from him saying that on just regular walkie-talkies that you could purchase at Walmart, you could actually pick up radio frequency of some of the coyotes working with cartel to actually scout out women that were crossing illegally, and they'd be brought up to the top of these mountains and raped. That was their rite of passage, is what they would say, and they would joke about it. That is something that we should all be talking about. You know, we pride ourselves in this country being that we are a free country, free of slavery, yet it's happening every single day. And we have the opportunity to fix it, and we don't. Why? Because it's not because we can't fix it, we can, but it's because of partisan politics. And that has to end. In 2021 alone, 147,000 unaccompanied minors were crossed along the U.S.-Mexico border. It's been no question in my mind that these young people are absolutely exploited for entry and abuse of the asylum process that's been now actively happening over the last couple of years, especially under this administration. The Coalition Against Trafficking of Women estimated that 60% of Latin American children caught by cartels are actually exploited for child pornography or drug trafficking purposes. If we as a country cannot come together and address the simple issue of trafficking, of modern-day slavery, of the exploitation of children, of minority children at that, then are we any better than a third-world country or a place like China that engages in human rights abuses every single day? I am tired of this. I'm sitting here willing to work with members across the aisle, but I don't see that olive branch because of the fact that I am a conservative Republican, and that is wrong, and that is why I'm standing here today. I hope that we as a country can come together, that this administration can accept responsibility for the absolutely inappropriate abuse of the media, saying that they want to legalize everyone. That is encouraging people to come here, and people are hurt on both sides because of it. So if there are people willing to work with me, I hope to work with you. I hope to end this awful slavery that we're seeing every single day. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield my time.